Hi everyone, and welcome to Country Cuddlebug's Nursery. Today I have a fun video to an alternative to a reborn doll. To be more precise, an alternative to a micro mini reborn doll. And I ended up picking this up at Toys R Us. Now I know that for those of you who are in the US, unfortunately you do not have Toys R Us anymore. I'm not sure if you can order online. I would think so, but I hadn't been to a Toys R Us in over a couple of months, and I wanted to go and see if they had some new dolls there, and I was pleasantly surprised. So if you care to see what doll I picked up, then keep on watching. Okay, so as I said, I went to Toys R Us. I had gone a couple months ago, but I wasn't really impressed with the doll section actually when I had gone. There really didn't seem to be a variety of dolls there. It was probably just right after Christmas, so that could be why, and maybe they were getting ready to bring in some new stock. So when I went this time around, as I said, I was pleasantly surprised. And for those of you who want to get into this hobby but see the prices and cannot afford at this time to purchase an actual reborn doll, I think it's always great when you can find alternatives so that you can go into the hobby with an idea of what it would be like, but not spending the hefty price that goes with some of the reborn dolls. And so when I first got into the hobby, I did go to the Ashton Drake galleries and Paradise galleries, and I did find a lot of really cute dolls, collector dolls on those sites. And what I learned as I continued in my journey was that as much as I love those dolls, I tend to prefer the actual reborn dolls. So that is what I found with me, but not that I don't enjoy those dolls. As a reborn collector, I love to pose the dolls and change the dolls out seasonally and display them. That is the type of collector that I am. So I do enjoy those dolls as well for that, but I just love the realism that the reborns have. So nevertheless, I went into Toys R Us and I saw a couple of new dolls that I hadn't seen before. And the first was a company, and it's called Babby, and these were 14-inch cloth body dolls. Now to me it seemed more like they were like a half limb doll. I don't even know if that's a thing. Usually I've seen quarter limb dolls, I've seen 3/4, and then full limb dolls. So these could have been 3/4 dolls. I wish I had have looked at them more closely to see, but I'm pretty sure the Babby dolls, and I will try and check online to see if they have it in the description so that you know exactly, but I'm pretty sure that they were 3/4 limb dolls. So they were retailed at $29.99, and I thought that they looked really, really cute. They had the cloth body, and they came in a really cute outfit as well. So I thought that was a great alternative to a reborn. They did have the dolly look, but they were so cute that I just thought it would make a great alternative. They also had twins, and you could get both of them for $49.99 Canadian. So I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures now of what they look like. So in the past, I did do a video on alternatives to reborns, and in that video, I showed the Le Newborn Behringer doll that you can pick up from Amazon and from Walmart as well. And I believe at the time when I purchased that doll, it was like $20, $22, something like that. And that is a budget-friendly alternative to a reborn. Those were, and they do have cloth bodies, but that particular one was a full vinyl doll. So, but if you're wanting to get into the hobby and you don't want to spend a lot of money, that is a great alternative because you're not spending a lot of money. And what I found is even with the sizing of those dolls, you can still fit them into preemie clothing. Which you can get from Carter's, and it may be a little bit baggy on them, but for me, I prefer it that way, so it was a good option. If you don't like the clothes a little bit baggy, then you would definitely have to go to a micro preemie website where they sell those types of clothes, or you could always go on Etsy because you can find sellers that make handmade clothing for micro preemie, and then even you know, the smaller size dolls in the 11-inch, 8-inch, 5-inch, and so on. So but anyways, when I was in Toys R Us, I saw the Barbie dolls, and then I came across this doll that I picked up, and I thought that it was a really great price. And for those of you who are interested in the smaller dolls, this is an 8-inch doll, and I think it's a good option because especially if you're going to be getting the smaller reborns, you could still be paying a good amount even though the doll is small. And also when you're buying the clothing for the dolls, that can add up as well because you have to get those custom made. And again, those types of clothing I do purchase off of Etsy. That's where I got the clothing for my 11-inch full body silicone doll that I purchased from Kimberly Dolls off of Etsy. But yeah, so if you were looking to see if you are the type of collector that enjoys these smaller dolls, then I thought that this was a great option because you get the doll as well as an accessory. And I only saw at Toys R Us 2 different baby home and away sets. The one that I purchased, as you can see, has the car seat, and then the only other one I saw had a crib. And for both of the items, it sold for $24.99 Canadian. And I think that's an amazing deal because if you have purchased any micro preemie doll, again, this particular one is 8 inches. So if you were going to purchase accessories for that doll, I was looking at a car seat on an Etsy shop, and it was around $50 for the car seat. Now, yes, these are plastic, and that one looked a little bit more closer to an actual car seat, but this is pretty good. And when you're spending $24.99 and you're getting the car seat plus the doll, I think this is a great option. And if it's not for you as a collector, then I think it would be a really great gift to give to a younger child. Because look how adorable she is. So cute. Now this particular one has a cloth body, and I'm going to take her out of the box so you can see it better. I just wanted to show you the box first. It says 2+ BPA free, so that's great. It is called Little Cuddles, and it is a Middleton doll by the Madame Alexander Doll Company. And again, if I hadn't said it, it's the Soft and Sweet Baby Home and Away set. So let me just read to you on the side what it says. It says, in 1923, let me see if you could see the picture there. Madame Alexander founded her doll company, driven by a dream of creating dolls made to last. Madame Alexander's dolls blend beauty with quality. Every detail is crafted to delight. As Madame herself said, dolls were meant to be played with and loved. Every Madame Alexander doll inspires little ones to imagine, explore, nurture, and create. Give a child a doll and watch their imagination bloom. And then at the bottom, the care instructions say spot clean doll with a damp cloth, air dry, and hand wash apparel only. And then on the back, this was the other doll that came with the crib. Or it could have been like a cradle, and you can actually see it here because I believe it does rock. So it was probably a cradle, and I thought it was really cute as well. It came with the bedding as well as a little pillow. So I think the accessories are great. But I'm gonna go ahead and open up the box and show you the doll up close and the car seat as well. Okay guys, so here she is, and here is her car seat, which I think is super adorable. How cute is that? And of course, this little cover can come off if it needs to be washed, but you see how cute she fits into her car seat. And of course, the arm moves, so it can be in carrying mode, or if you want, you can put it in behind to display her. Just like that. So I think that is a fantastic deal. It also has the little piece here that straps the doll in. There is a Velcro piece so that you can open it up, but I just slid her in. She went in easy enough. Okay, so here is the doll. So you see she comes with a little head band. And then her outfit is these little gray pants and then this top, which could also be like a little dress without the pants. It does have Velcro in the back, and I'm gonna remove her outfit so that you can see her body better. But with as little as she is, she has great detailing on her feet, on her hands, and her face is adorable. Now I'm thinking that I will probably take her apart and reborn her. You can see she has the cloth body. She has this big tag that I'm gonna take off. But here you can see her body. And you see what I mean? Like it almost seems like it's half. But it may be considered 3/4, but I think it's more like a half limb. But let me see if I can show up close her little hand. Really great detail. So both her hands are closed. And this one is really cute. It's just over her thumb. I don't know how well you can see it, but really sweet. And then her feet have the little lines, and her toes are curled. And then her face. Her hair, it looks like it's raised a little bit, kind of like the Behringer dolls, where you can see lines that look like the hair. So that'll be really great. If I want to paint some hair off on her, I can go by those lines. And then here, her ears. So cute. She has, her eyes are like a violet blue. Like right now they seem like they're more blue, but in the store I was pretty sure that I seen a little bit of purple in there. I'm gonna have to look again closely in the light. Right now they're coming off more as blue. Cute little nose, and then of course her little mouth is super sweet. It would have been great if they would have added like a little bottle or a little soother to go in her mouth, but if I do take her apart, I may even add, if I can, a little magnet in there so that she can take a magnetic pacifier. But how cute is she? I think she is adorable. And again, for both the doll and the car seat, $24.99, I think that is a great deal. So even if you do have an 8-inch Reborn or even smaller, and whether it's a Reborn doll or a full body silicone doll, you know, even if you just bought this set for the little car seat, I think it's still worth it. Because sometimes the accessories for those size dolls are very, very difficult to find. So I think that's a great deal. And also the way they had these dolls, so as I said, there were 2 different sets that I saw. This one and then the one with the cradle. And then they had the dolls where they sold them separately. And I'll show you the pictures of how I seen them in the store. Maybe I'll insert them here. I thought I'd just go ahead and change her and place her in the car seat while I explain, as I was saying, that at Toys R Us they also sold the doll separately for $10.99. And I think there was at least 3 or 4 different dolls. Well, they were the same doll, but they were in different outfits. So even for $10.99, I mean, even if you wanted it just for the outfit to fit a Reborn doll or a full body silicone doll that you already have, for $10.99, that's still a pretty good price, because I purchased my micro preemie silicone doll clothing from Etsy, and the outfits are adorable, I will say that, and the accessories as well. You can find some really neat accessories. The other day I was looking actually at a car seat and it was $50. So again, for $24.99, even if you just wanted it for the accessory for your doll, then that is still cheaper. And the thing is, it's not only the price, because if I can, I do like supporting small businesses, but then sometimes it's the shipping that adds quite a bit as well. So it can be very costly when you have these smaller dolls. So if you can find dolls out there that already come with an outfit, this one has the top, the pants, and a headband, for $10.99, that's a great deal. So yeah, I saw that one, and then there were other Madame Alexander dolls, Lee Middleton dolls, that were even a little bit bigger than her. I think they were like 12-inch dolls. There might have even been a 14-inch. I'm not 100% sure, but I knew that I saw bigger dolls. And then I also noticed too, when I opened the box, it does have a certificate of adoption on the inside, but you just have to cut it out because it's part of the box. And there you can write the name, so the mommy's name, the dolly's name, the hometown, and the date of adoption. So that's sweet as well. But I thought I would share this little find with you. I was really excited to come across it. I think that, you know, the quality of the doll is really nice. She feels nice as well. There is no weighting in her, so if I end up reborning her, taking her apart, then I probably will add a little bit to her. I probably will also add, if possible, a little magnet on the inside of her mouth so that she can take a magnetic pacifier. And her eyes are really, really pretty. I think they're really nicely done. She does have painted eyebrows and lashes, but I think she's super sweet. She has an adorable little face, and again, I thought for that price, it was a really great find. If you are in the US, let me know if you're able to order from Toys R Us online. I know that a lot of you, when Toys R Us closed in the States, were really disappointed because they do have a lot of nice stuff at Toys R Us. And not only the toys, but the baby clothing, the furniture, all the accessories and everything. I really do love Toys R Us, and I try not to go too often there because it's very hard to leave out of there without something. But I thought this was a sweet find, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love it if you could share the video, like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you did that as well. So until next time, guys, you take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye for now.